We came under intense fire from gun emplacements on the slope of Mount Suribachi less than a mile away and took shelter in a crater made by one of our own 16-inch guns or a very large bomb. Mortar rounds fired from enemy positions at the north end of the runway started to fall in our immediate area. We knew someone was watching us. On top of everything else, we began receiving incoming fire from offshore U.S. Navy vessels. These were not misguided rounds. We had moved so far and fast that this rolling barrage that was intended for the entrenched Japanese defenders was now hitting us. So now we were bracketed by Suribachi, by the enemy-held high ground to the north, and by our own Navy. I always want to bring up these points of blue on blue and how chaotic it is. No one realizes that, how hard it is to deconflict fires in combat. Back to the book. Of the 3 dangers we faced, I feared our Navy the most. I'd already seen the destructive power that their shells caused when they pounded the Japs' beach defenses. I firmly believed we'd be killed if we stayed inside our giant shell hole. With what seemed to be an instant common consent, everyone in our small group started to fall back. Basilone stopped the retrograde movement in our tracks by ordering, "Dig in and hold this ground, come hell or high water. I'll go back for more men." Manila John's, that was John Basilone's nickname, was Manila John. Manila John's professional combat expertise had broken up a human logjam on the beach and wiped out a major Japanese defense position. Now, his moral leadership would hold together a small group of green troops in an advanced position. I gingerly peered from our position toward the landing beach, 75 yards away. A group of Marines was advancing toward the runway, with Basilone in the lead. This is so Basilone had gone back to get more troops, and now they're coming back to their position. I felt momentary elation. Gunny Basilone was coming back with more men. Then I heard enemy rounds falling to earth. From the relative safety of our shell hole, I watched in horror as the explosions tore Basilone's body apart. It was awful. It looked like Sergeant Basilone was down. Sometime that afternoon, the word reached us. Basilone's dead. America's hero, dead. My own hero, killed. How could he be dead? I couldn't believe it. The legend of Basilone, a legend born in the jungles of Guadalcanal, the hero I had read about in boot camp, whose stature had grown larger on the black and bloody sands of Iwo as I held the machine gun belt for him. He was gone. We will all miss you, I thought, as tears cut paths down my grime-covered face. I thought of Basilone's cocky smile, curly black hair, and the way he wore his hat at a jaunty angle over one ear. He had a unique personal style and charisma. For me, at least, no one could ever be like Basilone. America, the United States Marine Corps, and Charlie Company, 1st Battalion, 27th Marines, had lost a hero, dead at 29.